Looking for the heartbeat of University of San Diego athletics right now. Might not be on the hardwood, but it might be on the diamond because while basketball continues to ride a roller coaster, Torero baseball just opened 2026 season by taking a series on the road, and softball is quietly building something gritty and dangerous. Let's start with the baseball headlines. Baseball, back-to-back defending West Coast Conference regular season champion, open 2026 the way contenders do. Road series victory, East Coast travel knocked it off, took 2 out of 3 at Charlotte. And game one was a fun one. 7-4 win that had everything, including just the third triple play in program history. Just the third. I witnessed one last year at UCLA, but a triple play, Adrian Beltre Jr., Gabe Springer, and Vincent Venverlo turning defense into momentum in game one. That was a fun one. Game two of the doubleheader, very ugly. 13-0 loss, ended up getting run ruled. But what was good about it was in the second part of this, they were able to, in the second part of the doubleheader, put up 14 runs, 11 men to the plate in the ninth inning. Aiden Howard had 2 triples. Jaden Lobliner, 4 RBIs, 6 Toreros with multi-hit games. That's the response you want to see out of what was a tough start to the day. You finish strong. You take 2 out of 3. And don't overlook this. Like, Drake Frye has returned after 652 days off from elbow surgery. That matters long-term. Now it gets interesting. Coming up next, they got Long Beach State as we're recording this, but they got the Tony Gwynn Legacy Tournament, Utah, Creighton, and at San Diego State, early resume building for the Toreros.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you go back to game one of the season against Charlotte, a huge game early, scored a bunch of runs in the first couple of innings, allowed Charlotte to kind of come back in the game, but was able to finish it off. Game two, as you mentioned, mercy rule, 13-0. And then you go into that series finale where you could either let what happened the night before bother you, or you could just absolutely flush it. And that's exactly what they did. They more than flushed it. If I remember correctly off the top of my head, I believe it was like a 14-3 win.
Yeah, they went 14-4 after losing 13-0 in a run rule.
Yeah, so they definitely got right back on it, and that's a big showing for Brock Undrich and this team, and what kind of mentality that they're going to have moving forward this season.
As for softball, they played some small ball and they had some grit over the weekend, and they've continued to do that throughout the season. The Torero softball team 5-4 and playing classic pressure softball. 4-3 win over Colorado State. Infield singles, bunt pressure, speed forcing errors, and an inside the park home run from Michelle Delgado. That's chaos softball in a good way. Charlie Johnson threw a complete game and closed it herself. They now head to Phoenix for the Grand Canyon University tournament. They got Grand Canyon, Santa Barbara, North Florida, Montana. Team wins with speed, defense, composure late. They're not flashy, they're pesky, and that travels well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can be as annoying as you want wherever you want, and that will play. It's different when it comes to power. Power, you might have a little bit of issues in certain places, but yeah, just being as annoying as humanly possible works everywhere you go.
Men's basketball, they had a very much a week that was kind of the description of their season. I mean, they had a huge win on Wednesday over a red-hot Portland team that had just beaten Gonzaga. And senior Juanse Gorosito, who used to play at Portland, had 19 points, 5 threes, 5 assists, 3 steals, all against his former team. And USD had 12 threes and defended the arc beautifully. And then on Sunday, they ended up getting smoked by San Francisco 92-79. They led at halftime. They gave up a 12-0 run to start the second half. San Francisco shot nearly 70% in the second half. 17 more free throws made by the 17 more free throws attempted by San Francisco in the second half. And that's been the issue all season. They've been competitive. They flashed high-level play, and then they can't string it together for 40 minutes.
Yeah, we talked about it last week on the update where you're spotting teams in a big lead early in the game. Well, this time they tried it in the middle of the game after they had already had a lead. Still did not work out for them. But, I mean, it's, as you mentioned, it's been all the issues have been this season. They're competitive, flashes of high-level play, but just it's hard to see this team pull a 40-minute game out.
And next game up is LMU on Senior Day. So you'll see if San Diego's got against a team that's lower in the conference, team that beat them by 20 points in Los Angeles.
3 games left, too.
And with a couple of games left, San Diego trying to not play on a Thursday night in Vegas. As for the women's team, they are still doing very well. I mean, they're not getting the wins and losses. They're not getting the wins that they probably want, but they fell to first place Gonzaga 66-56. But don't let the score fool you. They hung around all night. Kyler Ray had 25 points. It was their 10th 20-point game this season. Olivia Owens, third straight double-double, 14 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. And head coach Blanche Alverson said it best, the best is yet to come. And honestly, it feels true with the way the women's team has been playing in the last couple of games.
And not just for USD as well. I mean, all of the women's teams here in San Diego have been doing very, very well. So this goes right on with that pattern that we've seen over the course of this basketball season as well.
USD women's basketball playing pretty well.